Oktoberfest Cincinnati is kicking off today at home and around town. Lauren Artino now has the details on how you can celebrate safely.
Well, you can still dress up in your traditional German wear and your dresses and all of that and your lederhosen, and you can still come out to the banks and celebrate Oktoberfest. You can see these socially distanced tables, and we've got a lot more information if you want to come out or you want to just stay at home and celebrate Oktoberfest Cincinnati style.
This is essentially how it'll work. So there will be somebody up here on this end of this creation that they made here, and I have the candy in my hand, but the difference is they will be wearing gloves whenever they're doing this, and they'll essentially just put the candy down there and it'll fall in the bucket, as you can see, or on the ground. You can pick it up, you know what I mean? So the idea is people can pick it up, you're practicing safe social distancing, not really having to interact with anyone, and then you can get on your way.
We're here on Coleraine Avenue on the north side, and we're visiting with Megan Colville, Director of Life-Saving Operations out here at the shelter, and we're also here with Marzi because Marzi's got this really cool bow tie. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty sweet, and Marzi hasn't been here very long, and this is one of the dogs that hopefully you can come by and adopt.
Is on California Avenue, and this is where the vigil is expected to take place at 6 o'clock tonight, right, Joanna?
That's right, and this is the same spot where 15 years ago, Robin says there used to be a bunch of steps right here. She says more than a decade ago, her son was sitting here when someone climbed up to this roof and shot him in the back of the head, execution style.
19 now. Courtney?
Yeah, Trisha and Rob, right now we're live at Barnett's Park because this is where his teammates practiced earlier. But we want to show you this memorial here that's on this fence to honor Kane. So you can see the number 4 in the form of a balloon here. This was the number that he wore on his jersey. His teammates tell us they are very sad and they miss him. His coach tells us having to tell the teammates of his passing was one of the hardest things they have ever had to do.
Back in April, Debbie Luckett began making masks so that she could give them to her husband, who's working in healthcare, and some of his coworkers. Then she started selling some of them and quickly realized that soon kids would be returning to the classroom and they would need masks. Now she's made 1,000 masks and she's donating some of them to Fort Thomas schools.
They're also welcoming to town the team with the best record in the American League. So I gotta think this is one of those spotlight games in Major League Baseball tonight. So let's take a walk a little bit closer to the ballpark because I like to do this with a couple of hours right until first pitch. You can't really hear anything, and I know you really can't see it from this angle, but we're trying to look inside. The Reds are on the field for batting practice right now. Again, just a little bit more than 2 hours until first pitch against the White Sox, and this is just in for the Reds. This is big because he's one of their best players. Eugenio Suarez is back from the paternity list. He missed a couple of games for the birth of his child, but he's back in the Reds lineup tonight, and he's got that new dad strength. I would expect Suarez to do something special here in this game tonight.